Hello, Detective. I apologize. Were you not made aware of my presence? I had assumed the captain had already had words with you. Ah. Well, I did not mean to introduce myself before he had informed you himself. Yes, I am aware of my resemblance to the RK900 model, though there are slight differences in my facial features, and I am a little bit taller, though I'm sure you have noticed these things. Well, it would make sense that I would bear some resemblance to your Connor, is it? Your RK800 model you have here at this station. I am RK900. Yes, one model above Connor. No, I do not have a name, so to speak. You may call me RK900 or 900, I suppose, is shorter. Am I deviant? I do not think they would allow me to be employed here if I were not. If I'm deviant, then why do I not have a name? I don't look deviant to you. Pray tell, Detective, what is a deviant android meant to look like? Well, these were the clothes I was given by Cyberlife, yes, even though I am free from them, and they are also the only clothes that I have. I suppose I feel as though I am meant to be wearing them. Well, I think to ask about my deviancy is a little personal, Detective. I can assure you, though, that I am awake. Marcus himself woke me up when they ransacked Cyberlife. I did not get to naturally come to my own free will, as Connor did. I was more suddenly lurched into this existence. So, I suppose, forgive me if it is taking me more time to adjust than perhaps Connor did. Did it take him some time as well to get used to it? I suppose that could be reassuring. No, I am not here to replace Connor. That is right, you did not speak to the captain yet. I do not know if I'm the one who should be giving you this news. Though that is true, I wonder if the captain is running late. I have not seen him either. Well, you are, of course, aware that Lieutenant Anderson has Connor as his partner. The captain thought that it would not be the worst idea to introduce more androids into this precinct. Are you following me? Yes, I am to work here. As whose partner? Well, as yours, Detective. Hence why I came over to speak to you. Is that upsetting for you? To have an android as a partner? Not that you have any choice in it. That was not meant to sound threatening. I just meant that the captain wants us to work together and to see if this partnership can work. I do not know exactly what your opinions on androids are, though I know most humans are finding the whole deviant situation unusual, perhaps hard for them to get used to as well. Perhaps some of them feel some sense of guilt if they have treated androids badly in the past and now realize they could feel pain and sadness and hurt. And perhaps some are just freaked out, as it were, that things they did not think were alive were suddenly alive. I do not know how I would react if it were the other way around and I were human. It is easy for me to think that I would be instantly accepting. But of course, I was not raised. I have not actually been alive for very long. Oh, but rest assured, Detective, I am completely adult. Just because an android is a few days or weeks or months old, we are fully sentient adults. We are not the same as children. Even though we have less real-life experiences, we are created as adults. So you do not have to worry that I have less experience than Connor, for I am his better version in every capacity. I am, in fact, the only RK900 model in existence, so perhaps you should feel quite lucky that you will get to work with me. I think that was an attempt at a joke. I see it did not land. Did they also program me to have an ego? To be honest, I think it is a combination of both things. They did program me to be the RK800's better in every way, and they wanted me to think myself above all other androids so that I would have a better time. Nothing. I was not solely programmed to assist in police work as Connor was, though I do have improved abilities in all of the skills that Connor has. Though you know that Connor was created to hunt deviants. So, naturally, I think you could assume or infer that I was created to do the same. Perhaps on a more intense or violent scale. So, it is a little hard at times to reconcile that I was created to destroy my own kind. Forgive me, I did not mean to, vent at you on our first meeting. I was trying to make myself excited for meeting you, though I did not know exactly what you would be like. I knew that you were not vocally extremely opposed to androids, but, well, when people like Detective Reed work here, you cannot blame me for being a little cautious. Oh no, he does not make me uncomfortable. Your concern is appreciated, Detective, but rest assured, if he tried to punch me, he would only break his own hand. I could not possibly feel threatened by him. You found that amusing? I will make a note of that. Well, I want to improve my ability to appear human or alive. I am trying to think of it like if a human was raised in isolation, perhaps locked in a house their entire life and not allowed to go outside to school or mix with other children, then once they finally got free of that situation, they would find it hard to integrate because they would not be used to conversation and everything that comes with socializing and interacting with other people. I suppose to make myself feel a little better, I am trying to compare my situation with this imaginary human. That it would also be hard for a human to integrate with society if they had never been in society before. You are glad that I am trying to be kind to myself. Oh. Is that what I'm doing? I've heard that self-care is a good thing, though I am not sure what I would enjoy to do. We could figure that out. So you are not then displeased that I am your partner? Well, that is a relief. No, I was not nervous about meeting you, Detective. If you had been a difficult person, I would have continued to work with you all the same. Though I get the feeling you will still be a little bit of a challenge for me. But that is quite all right. I was made to be able to deal with very challenging situations. I am sure that I can handle you. You will have to see if you can handle me. Oh, I think the captain is arriving. I suppose he was just running late. I rather hope that he isn't annoyed too much that we have already met and introduced ourselves. Good morning, Captain. Yes, myself and the detective have already become acquainted. I apologize, I did not realize that you had not already briefed them on me. There is no need to worry. Us having already met saves you a job. Yes, I think we are both all right with the situation, with the partnership. All right. I see the captain wants to talk to you alone. I assume you will be speaking about me, but if it makes you both feel more comfortable, I can turn down my audio receptors. Otherwise, I may be able to hear what you're saying through the wall. You are unlikely to say any bad things. Forgive me if I find that unlikely. But I will not hold you against any first impressions, as I have heard that perhaps people become more likable as you get to know them more. Though I am unsure that will be the case with Detective Reed. But he can try. All right, I will wait here for you then, Detective? I can sit at your desk while you're in there? All right. Well, then I suppose I will see you shortly. It was nice to meet you, Detective. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that audio commissions are currently open, and I also have a Ko-fi and a Patreon. If everyone who followed me donated just £1 a month, that would help me out a lot. There are numerous different rewards on my Patreon, including access to my Discord server, your name read aloud in the credits, and exclusive Not Safe for Work audios that you patrons get to request. All of my socials, but especially my Discord, I try to make the most inclusive, safe space for all of you. And a big thank you to my fledglings, Cry, Phoenix JN, Andy Christ, Donut Rebel, Aviana Brent, and Victor's Devoice Lawyer. And a thank you to my familiars, TRO Voodoo Doll, Neuron Name, Julia, Abby Clayton, Maximum, Isabel, Enter S, Sleepy, and Silo Moon.